Hi, this is Brian Schiff with Functionally Fit. Today's exercise is going to look at a tall plank diagonal arm reach. And I use this as both an assessment tool and a training exercise for a lot of the overhead athletes, pitchers, and even lifters and those that are doing CrossFit and whatnot that need good scapular stability, as well as integrated shoulder, torso, and hip stability. It's a good way to train and a good way to see if someone has weakness or rotary instability, scapular instability, those types of issues that we may need to clean up before we really advance to higher level training. So you'll position the client kind of in a tall plank position. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart initially. Hands are going to be right under the shoulders. And we're going to ask them to tighten the core and then ask them to reach one arm at a time in a diagonal or a Y type position or 45-degree angle. So we'll reach out, have them pause for about a second, come down, set, and then reach the other side up and down. So we'll have them do a couple repetitions, get a good look at how the core is behaving. Do they have good stability to the scapula and to the entire trunk and torso? So a lot of times you may see a rotation. There's going to be a little bit of a subtle weight shift, and that's pretty normal. But if they have a lot of rotation, a loss of stability there, that's something we want to clean up and cue in on. So we want the pelvis to stay as parallel to the floor as possible, but note that it's a very difficult movement, so there's going to be some subtle disturbance that you're probably going to see in the pelvis. Now, if that's too difficult or challenging, we can regress the activity more to a quadruped position. So you can go typical quadruped, shoulder width stance in terms of the knee positioning, and you can simply have them do it like that. A much easier activity, obviously. We can narrow the base of support and go knees together, and then you can learn a little bit more about some basic pelvic control and stability that way. And then you can work them up to a tall plank position. But again, this tall plank diagonal shoulder reach, it's a great way to assess stability through the entire pillar and also train scapular stability for your clients, focusing on activating the lower trap, which is often deficient for our overhead athletes.